Hello, 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 zu-wii-mama is back, and yet again we have a lovely little tutorial. You know the score by now. And yeah, so like always, let's get to the end and see if we can find this build. I think you probably might have already guessed what it is already, because I have already showcased this mob, and I think a few of you have been waiting for this, but here it is. Let's get to it. This is the skeleton horse. Look at that guy. Wow, pretty cool, eh? And like I said before, I mean, I didn't have the colours added on there before, but this time I've actually added a couple of greys in there to give it a bit more detail, rather than it just being plain old boring white. I thought, right, we need to give it a little, you know, spice it up a little bit. So that's what I've done. I hope you like the look of it. I mean, it took me ages to work on it, and this video is a little bit longer than normal, so I do apologise for that. I've tried to make it as simple as I can, but as you can imagine, with all these gaps and holes in this little guy, it does make things a little bit tricky. But anyway, let's get on to the colours, shall we? So there's only a few colours you actually need on this one. Black concrete, cyan terracotta, light grey concrete, and white concrete. I think this is the least blocks we've ever needed in a build so far. So let's get on to the build. And so what we're going to do, as always, if you can remember, we're going to make a little 4x4 square, which is going to be black, and we're going to go 2 high, like so. And guess how many times we're going to do that, because how many legs does a horse have? Yes, exactly, it has 4. So we're going to go 2 blocks, 2 block gap, and then we're going to do, again, 2x2 little box. There we go, lovely jubbly. So if any of you have actually built the zombie horse already, you would know that we need to go 15 blocks across. So like so, we count them out. I would have counted them out, but we've already started talking before we started placing. But that is the 15th block, as you see, all right? And we're going to build the next part of the foot, or the hoof, just from that point there, okay? So make sure you leave a 15 block gap, and you're building on that 15th block, all right? So simple as peas. Okay, now we're going to go another 2 block gap, and we're going to do that same old malarkey again. We're going to do our little hoof. Okay, let's get it done. And like so, a little bit of camera magic. So we're going to start from here, and we're going to build upwards. So I do apologize for the angle, but you can see there's a lot of pink and blue there, right? Ignore that. I've just purely did that just to show you, mark off where you don't need to place a block, essentially, because obviously, as you know, this skeleton horse is a skeleton, so there's quite a lot of gaps in this. This is why it took me such a long time to build it. And so what you can see I'm doing here is I'm copying that first panel across onto the edge of this foot as well. So on the outside of the other hoof, you're going to do exactly the same, so just copy it across, all right? You don't need to put the color blocks in like I do. You can leave it blank if you so must, but I'll leave that up to you, all right? And here we go. Yeah, there was so many blocks missing in this build, so it was a little bit confusing. So that's why I tried to simplify it a little bit. And also, when I do the checkered pattern with the pink and blue there, it helps you a bit better as well to see how many blocks high and long sometimes things are. So yeah, but anyway, we'll leave it at that, and we're going to go to the back foot, or the back leg, should I say. And this one is slightly different. As you can see, we've got 2 areas on this build of the leg, which are need to be left blank, or put a colour there for now. It's entirely up to you. And again, we're going to go to the outside of the other side of the foot, and we're going to copy across the same pattern. So there we go. Easy as chips. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy on my... I don't know. No, I don't know what I'm on about. There we go. We're just filling all the white in first. There we go. So while we're just doing this, I thought we might have a little chat. Why not? So is there any particular builds that anyone else wants to see next? I know I've still got a few requests to do. I still have the sugar boxes is one that I'm working on. I've did the little villager, the baby villager that someone requested as well. So that is still in work in progress at the minute. I ain't actually had time to finish that one. But yeah, if there's anything else that anyone sort of sees and thinks, oh, I would like that built, and you're not sure how to do it, then obviously let me know, because I'll do my utmost best to try and get that video made for you, all right? So anyway, back to the video. So there we go. So we've got the outside of the legs on all 4 sides so far. So now we're going to build, oh, hello. We're going to do a little sort of crisscross pattern here with the what is this, terracotta and white concrete, like so. And then we're going to spin around to the back, and we're just going to do like a little white square, and then we're going to add a bit more grey concrete there, isn't it? It's light grey concrete, sorry, not terracotta. Jesus, I'm getting my blocks mixed up here. And there we go. So now we're going to go onto the back side, and it's quite similar, to be fair. We're going to sort of do a nice little crisscross pattern and add a little bit of white like so. There we go. I hope I'm not going too fast for you, because I do it. I know I do, so I apologize if I do. Just make sure you write in the comments if there's anything you think that I need to touch up on, because I've had quite a few people saying I go too fast sometimes. So yeah, that's one thing I try to do nowadays on some of my newer videos anyway, at least, to try and slow down a little bit. So right, so you can see I've just placed a pink there, so you just need to leave these sections blank, because this is part of the rib cage. All right, so as you can see, you can put any block there you want, or you can do pink like I'm doing, and I'm going to knock them out right away anyway. So there we go. So you should have like a start of a rib cage like so, and then we're going to follow this white all the way across to the other side, and it's going to be in line with this part of the leg, as you can see. All right, the part that we've already built is going to be in line with that, and we're going to do the exact same pattern again. All right, so we're going to get our so we got the cyan terracotta and the light grey concrete there, and then we're going to pull it all the way across again. So it's quite repetitive, this bit. It all should be lined up nicely though, if you've done this correctly. And we'll pull this one all the way across as well, like so. Brilliant. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Right, so that is, believe it or not, the part of the rib cage. Okay, looking good, people, looking good. Keep up the good work, because we're we're not nearly finished at all. So we're going to go up by 3 blocks from that point there at the top of the leg, and we're going to do this little pattern. Okay, so make sure you do a 2-block gap and build on that 3rd block like I showed you there. So there should be a 2-block gap like that, okay, and then we're going to fill this section up with white. Okay, so really you could fill it up with white first, then do this pattern on top, but in fact, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I didn't just do that in the first place. But anyway, go too high off the base of the leg there. Do that pattern, and then fill it in with white underneath. But that just seems really confusing, so I do apologise. I've just realised what I've did. So yeah, a row of white there, 4 across. Then put that pattern on top. There you go. Look at that. Looking cool. That was so bizarre. I don't know why I even did that. That's just, yeah, it's weird. We all make mistakes, but hey, you live and learn. Why not? Let's go for it. So now we're placing on top of the back leg there in the corner, we're going to place this pattern. Woo-doo. And again, the crisscross pattern there with the pink and blue, do not do it. Just ignore it, or just knock it all out like I'm doing. It's entirely up to you. But I'm going to get rid of it because it does, it is a little bit distracting. I can't see what's going on. It's just, yeah, it's just, my horse looks a bit like a peacock at the minute. It's not a horse. Well, a zombie horse, should I say. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Right, now we're going to go spin on round to the side, and we're now going to do, oh, I can't place blocks to save my life. So we're going to start from that block there, and then we're going to place that pattern there, okay, like so. So this pattern should be in line with your rib cages, and as you can see, it's 3 blocks across from the shoulders there. And we'll do it again from this side. So so this is where, I mean, it does get a bit confusing. So we're not building on that block. We're building from that block there. Does that make sense? And then we're going to put this pattern on top. Okay. And like I said, it should be lining up. So the rib cage is sort of got gaps between it now. So let's get rid of that. And it makes sense in a minute. When we get rid of these, look, it does make a bit more sense, because it is, like I said, with all these little holes everywhere, I struggled so much trying to do this, and so I hope you're not going to be too confused. But I mean, if you are, then obviously just leave me a comment in the comments box, and I'll do my best to obviously to guide you through it and help you, because yeah, I struggled a bit. So you're going to do a column of white all the way from the back there, and in line with that grey concrete there. Okay, so that makes sense, yeah? So all the way from the back of the tail, or the bum part of the horse, and all the way up. So you should be 1 block difference between the end of the horse. So it should be in line with that grey there. So now from that grey, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then do a row of 3 like so. So it's like, I don't know what pattern that is actually. I'm not going to say. So there we go. We're going to do a pattern like that. There we go. So you got 2 patterns the same on the side. And now what we're going to do is we're actually going to fill the ribs in. So we're going to fill there, a little bit of white, a little bit of white there, a little bit of white here, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit everywhere. Right, there we go. So fill those all across to the section of the center. There we go. Lovely jubbly, nearly there. Oh, that's a bit of an error on my behalf. Sorry about that. And there we go. Cool. So it should be looking a little bit like this. Jesus, my mouth is so dry at the minute because I'm always talking. Right, so now we're going to start from the back here, and we're going to like make a T shape and then add 2 blocks there. So we're going to do that again here from here. Look, so we're going to come out by 2 and then a row of white across like so. Okay, and then we're going to, there we go. Hopefully I did that slow enough for you to follow. And then we're going to spin on back round, have a little look-see, and it's coming along nicely. Congratulations if you've got to this point, because you're doing, oh, gee, sorry, I just burped. You are doing super duper well. So we're going to make like bring this out a little bit, and we're going to go up 2 high, as you can see. And this is going to be part of the horse's neck. And then we're going to come down by 1, 2, 3 off the base of that. Okay, so again here, 1, 2, 3 down. And it should be a total of 5 in total, okay? So that column there should be a total of 5. Okay, does that make sense? Hope it does. So from this 1 block that we've already started building, you're going to build 9 on top of that first block there, okay? So in total, it should be 10 from the base block there, but obviously we're not including that because we already built that, so it's actually 9, okay, in total. And then we're going to bring that column all the way up, all the way around on all sides, all right? There we go, really simple. I hope that's not too confusing for you. And you should have something looking a little bit like this so far. Okay, and then we're going to do 2, 2, oh, and then gap 2, 2, 2. Okay, like so. So that's the sort of part of his, I don't know, the thing is, I don't think a horse even has that. If you've seen a skeleton horse, would it really have that? Because that's where I thought that's where the hair of the horse is, especially on the zombie horse. So I don't get what that bit is, but I'm guessing it's just some part of neck bone. I don't know. Right, so you're going to have to watch carefully what I'm doing here, because this little bit's a bit tricky and hard to explain. So we're going to go place 1 block there, 1 block there, and 1 block there. That's the easiest I could do. And then light grey concrete, 1, 2, and then knock out a white block there, which is 3. And then we're going to fill that in with cyan terracotta like so. Or is it cyan concrete? I keep getting mixed up what blocks I'm using at the minute. So again, we'll do it again. So 3 blocks of white like so. And then we're going to get a light grey concrete and then knock out the 1 there. And then we're going to get our cyan terracotta. It was cyan terracotta. And place that little sort of little pattern there. What pattern do you call that? I don't know. I'm lost for words at the minute. Okay, so now from this section here where I've just placed that block, let's do it properly. Let's place a blue block so it's easier. So from that blue block, we're going to now place this pattern like so. Woo! And again, just ignore those the color patterns. I'm just going to knock them out now, actually. There we go. Get rid of them. We don't need them. So as you see, that part of the head is actually in line with the sort of neck. And then what we're going to do now is spin on round, and you've guessed it, we are going to copy that same pattern across from that side onto this side, all right? So if you remember what I did on the other side, just copy it across. Copy, copy, copy. Sometimes I feel like I'm a bit of a photocopier because we do literally just copy section to section. But hey, it's a great method of actually building these mobs. It does work, and it makes it more simplistic as well. So and there we go. So we're going to pull a little bit of that there, and I think I've placed 1 too many white blocks there, and I've not even noticed it by the looks of it. Oh no, I've carried on. I didn't even notice I've placed an extra white block there, but just we'll ignore that. Okay, so now we're going to come out by 6, and then we're going to place this pattern here. Woo-doo! Like so. Congratulations, by the way, you have nearly completed it. It has been a very long video. I've kept it short and sweet, as short and sweet as I could, as always. But yes, we are finally getting there. We've got a few more sections to do, and then you have got your skeleton horse. So I hope it was worth the wait, because like I said, I know a few of you was requesting it. So yeah, here it is in all of its glory. Do what you want with it. build it wherever you want. And there we go. So we're just going to place that block there, looking cool. Brilliant. So all we need to do now is the front of the nose, I guess. So we're going to, and his mouth. So we'll place a band of white across there and there, like so. And then some grey concrete across like there, and then a bit of white on top. There we go. That's the front part done. That's simple. And we're going to do one of our little paw sections for the top part. And we're going to obviously be building in this section here. That's the big gaping gap. Big gaping hole. There we go. Look at that. And like I said, congratulations. You finally done it. We have done it. We've built it. Thank you very much. I've been zu-wii-mama. Hope you enjoyed that build. And yeah, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. I don't really say that much, and I try not to say it too much because I don't try to push subscribing onto people. But please, it helps out the channel. And I'll see you soon. Bye.